India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTS Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. Do you know who's your closest friend when you're adventuring all by yourself, you're camped out at night in the middle of nowhere? It is your campfire. There's something about a raging big fire which seems almost alive. It's like a friend, you can actually talk to it. But you need to remember a couple of things. You need to know where to light it and where not to light it, and how big it should be. Here are some tips on where to build a fire and where not to build a fire. Take a look. You are cold, aren't you? You got a warm hat on, you got a muffler on, you got a sweater on, you got a jacket on, boots, I suspect warm socks, inners, the works. And we are sitting in a t-shirt. Last time I checked, you know what the temperature was?
It was 6 degrees.
6 degrees, yeah, I told you. We need this fire quickly. But what you need to remember is where to build a fire. Because that's important. You don't want to go to sleep and wake up on fire. You need a fire close to you. But if you're too close to the fire, the embers might catch your clothes. And for the first few minutes, you'll be very comfortable because your clothes are on fire and you're warm on a cold night like this. But soon, it's going to start singeing your skin. And that's when you'll wake up and realize what's going on. So you can't be sleeping too close to a fire. If you have a tent, for instance, even a tent cannot be too close to a fire because all tents nowadays are synthetic material and they'll catch fire very quickly. And the problem with synthetic nylons and things like that, ripstop nylon, is what tents are made of. Once they catch fire, they'll melt, and you're sleeping inside, they'll melt on you. And then you got pretty much no chance of escaping out of that tent. So that's a scary thought. So don't place your tent too close to the fire, right? And if I just take some earth and, okay, the wind is blowing from our back towards this side. So we need to be sleeping on this side.
Why not on that side?
I know, that's a good question, because if the wind is blowing on that side, the fire will be on that side and it'll keep us warmer. But what will happen is with all this dry stuff, there might be a lot of smoke. And if you're sleeping next to it and the wind is blowing that way and we are sleeping there, you'll be spending the night inhaling smoke. And that's not so good. One is smoke, the second is embers. With the wind, the embers will also fly that way. So build a fire and build it large enough so that you don't need to get up in the middle of the night, and if you have enough firewood, which we don't, keep stoking it to keep the fire going. So when you're building the fire, ensure that there's enough firewood to last through the night. So let's start building the fire. The fire is built, let's start trying to light it. Get this tinder pile to light quickly, shove it under that. I put some more tinder under there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so that can light up and the kindling lights up and hopefully, and there's a wind blowing, so. Okay, so now the bundle is going. We just need to add it into that pile here. And like I said, it's going up and hopefully the kindling will light and hopefully it'll keep us warm for some time. So now we got a fire going and that's where we'll sleep. The wind will take the fire on that side. We won't get singed, we won't get burned. All these embers that are flying that you can see, they're going that side. They're not going to be hitting us. And we won't get smothered with smoke. So that's why you need to build a fire close enough, not too close, and make sure that the wind direction is right and you're sleeping the right way. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTS Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.